All right, Electrofreeze. They said it wouldn't work and it was throwing a head switch error. They didn't know what that meant, but let's show you here. Error log. Oh yeah, look at all the head switches. Boom. It's been throwing it sporadically, consistently, but sporadically. So, head switch is there's a magnet in here. The belts. I think if that's our guy right there, I think it is. I think this is our head switch right here. So we're gonna unplug this unit so it can't come on because bam! And we're gonna deal with this head switch. All right, I'm gonna talk really loud so there's no background music to hit me for copyright violations. We've turned the unit, we've plugged it back on, so here we go. When we try to run this beater, head switch. So let's jump out that head switch so she'll run, because I don't have one in the truck, and we'll order one for them. All right, so we've unhooked the head switch, which is that your clock, which is that guy right there. And now we're gonna wire these together, which is just the signal running in and out of the switch. So the reason that switch exists, ironically, is so that when this head is off, you can't start the beater. So, you know, because it could rip your thumb off if you did, but eh. All right, now that we have jumped the signal, let's see when we power this on. Beep, 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 the beater. Ooh, that doesn't sound great. I don't think we've talked about this, but this is exactly what happened with my thumb. I was in here working by the pressure switch, and which actually doesn't look like it's sealed up properly. And the belt, a young lady hit the switch, hit freeze, and the belt started, and it pulled my thumb right around that. All right, let me show you real quick. So this is the pressure switch. Do you see that gap right there in the metal? Oh, this is off at the breaker, by the way. Off at the breaker. Cannot start no matter what he does. That pressure switch has got to be siliconed up, both here and there, based on manufacturer requirements. And the service company who does this stuff in the area doesn't do that. And then $1,000 pressure switches die every year. So we pulled the, there's a big blob of goo around it. So I pulled that back. That's not enough. You have to silicone it. So I've had, we just pulled the other side. Let's take a look at it. Let's see. Oh, isn't that great? Running on one belt. And again, off at the breaker. It's not gonna come on me. Running on one belt. Good times. And the pressure switch, not siliconed, right? So no silicone. Just asking for premature death. Both the wires and this. So let's go get that low temp silicone. That's what it's supposed to look like once it's installed. Look at the angle on this belt. Look how frayed it is. How deep it's riding in that pulley. This belt is a stone's throw away from being done. AX27. All right. Watch this. Look at how bad it's jumping. So the question is it jumping because of how tight it is inside, and that's causing the vibration of the belt, or is it jumping because the belt is no good? Look at that belt. We gotta go get a belt like today. All right, let me kill the breaker. Let's put the panels back on. All right, so we have to loosen these 4 bolts, back that up, and then the motor will slide forward. All right, so we've got them tensioned. Tightening everything down. These were stupid loose. I was able to tighten them by hand. It's probably part of the jumping. All right, I am gonna fire up my beater. He's over here with the panel on though, putting the panel on, so it's okay. Fire up my beater, and quiet, strong, no more jumping around.